This is DJ Jet with my metal moment for Metal Messiah Radio News. On tonight's interview series, we have a special guest. We have with us Morbid, the vocalist guitarist of the metal band Dynasty of Darkness. Welcome to the show.
Greetings, thank you. Thanks for inviting me to the show. This is excellent opportunity.
Okay, Morbid, tell us all some of the history behind Dynasty of Darkness, when you started out, and all that kind of stuff.
All right, yeah. Well, Dynasty of Darkness started in Germany, in Brussels, Germany, back in 2008. I was over there doing like some studies and stuff, and I met the ex-vocalist Don Desiree over there, and we, yeah, we pretty much hit it up and wanted to make a metal band. And then when we were there, we found this abandoned military complex from the Second World War, which used to belong to the Nazis, to the Secret Service, and we just broke in and we found all these like dark rooms with like bulletproof doors and barbed wire cells and all this crazy stuff. And we were like, wow, this is great, like this is exactly where we should start composing some dark music, right? So, and we started building the songs over there, and we did half of the album, four songs over there, and then they turned out really cool, and then we just continued with the band, and we moved to San Diego after that for like 3 years. And then we've been like traveling all over the world with the band, and once in San Diego we just finished the album, and then we hired Steve Tucker from Morbid Angel.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we told him that we were interested for him to produce the album, to record us, and then we meet up 1 year down the road in his studio in Cincinnati, and started working on the album there. And but by then we had hired Hellhammer, Jan Axel Blomberg on the drums. So we had pretty much all the basic structure of the songs. We just went there and recorded, tracked the guitars and the vocals. And then during that process, when we were recording, we connected with Attila Sihar, and we invited him to the project, and then he gave us like a track from his project Voices, which we used for the intro and some of the samples for in different songs. And then after that, we hired Cyclone from the Covenant to do all the orchestrations. Yeah, all the orchestrations and sound design, and yeah, like the album pretty much started taking off by itself. Just started growing out of proportion with all these different musicians involved. Yeah, it was. We were like wondering where that was heading, and but yeah, it was a very difficult album to make. There was a lot of incidents around it, like like lawsuits and people, hospitals, rehab, mental institutions, you name it. Yeah, it was a wild ride, but at the end we managed to complete it, and it turned out really good at the end. We were really pleased with the end results.
And so you have that new album out now, and it's called Empire of Pain. So tell us who's in the lineup, and what's the album, basically about?
All right, yeah. In the lineup, we have Hellhammer on the drums and on all the tracks, and he's actually doing some stuff drum-wise that I haven't heard before anywhere else. So it's
Cool.
pretty unique. Yeah, it's really cool stuff. And we have on the orchestrations Cyclone from the Covenant. We like bought some special software for him, never before used in any metal band. For the orchestrations and stuff, so it's a pretty unique sound that we achieve. Uh, and then we have Attila Sihar on some guest vocals, and Weston Cage, the son of Nicolas Cage, a good friend of ours, also in some guest vocals in the album. And it was produced by Steve Tucker and co-produced by me, and he recorded in his studios, and it was a pretty pretty tough experience to work with Steve. It was, yeah, he definitely kicked our asses, you know.
I believe it. I'm familiar with Steve too. We're good friends, and I know exactly what you're talking about. So is there a basic theme to this album, or did you go into it saying that you wanted to get certain things across in the music in this one, anything like that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, a lot going on with this album. Well, basically the lyrics and all the themes are about just dark personalities. We even made a song for Dead, you know, Mayhem's ex
Mm-hmm.
vocalist. That's the Frozen track, and also a song about Lucifer, and a song about my own nightmares, and a song about the God thought, like all these dark entities.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much there's really nothing like religious or satanic in the album at all. It's just pretty much just telling stories, about like like these powerful deities and personalities, and just pretty much the darkness in it could be in a human, or in a god, or
Mm-hmm.
in stories. So pretty much the darkness in life. And the album was really hard to make too. I'm sorry, you asked me about the songs.
No, that's good. So basically you're saying, it deals with a lot of dark subject matter without going too over the edge and getting too satanic on us.
Yeah, right. It's pretty much just the darkness in life. Yeah, like because there's darkness everywhere. It's like
Absolutely.
we actually used to we had a trip to Paris, and we went to the catacombs, and
Mm-hmm.
we went, like where the band started, in the Nazi attic. It
Mm-hmm.
was pretty dark there. Like I'm sure there was some murders in there, and
I'm sure.
always going to these dark places and channeling all these energies so we could use them in our music, and trying to project that energy that we absorb from these dark places. And turned out really good. Yeah, it was a little hard on rehearsals because you know, we ended up in a lot of fights because of the too much negative energy around, and
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm. But hey, you know what? In the end, Empire of Pain came out great. You have some great, musicians on this. You have a great,
thank you.
you have a great producer on this as well. And, it's like,
Yes.
I was reading, I think actually in your bio, you really can't put this music into some kind of a category because the musicianship isn't, you know what I mean? It's kind of like all
Right.
over, so you can't say, well, it's black metal, or well, it's industrial, or well, it's experimental. Like, I guess you're just kind of your own thing. Where can people
Yeah.
find out? Where can people find out more about the band Morbid?
Well, we have, of course, our MySpace. I'm sorry, that's yeah, that's so old school. We have the Facebook, and which is Facebook, the Dynasty of Darkness, and we have uh, what else? Well, the .com. www.dodmetal.com, where you can find some merchandise and
Hmm.
some links for some music. We have the YouTube channel, which is Dynasty of Darkness as well. We just shot and uploaded our first lyric video, and it's getting a lot of good response from the fans and from science. Um, yeah, pretty much we will be uploading, I guess, new stuff in our YouTube channel as it comes,
Hmm.
because and yeah, you can pre-order the album there, and it will be out very soon.
That's right.
So
So do you have a favorite song off the album?
yeah, pretty much. Well, the one in the video that we did, Frozen, is my favorite. But also, I wanted to show the world like our fastest song. It's Diuum Deus,
Hmm.
and it actually has Weston Cage as a guest singer.
Oh, cool. All right, so Morbid, we're gonna, end this tonight. Thank you for telling us all about it. But before we end, what song do you want to leave us all with?
All right, yeah, that will be Diuum Deus, featuring Weston Cage on as a guest singer.
Okay, well then we're going to play that right now. Thank you so much for taking the time out to do this interview with us and letting people know where they could go out and find more about the band.
I appreciate that very much, Jet. Thank you very much for the opportunity.